In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how I was able to generate over $200,000 in revenue off the back of a free lead magnet. If you're new to my channel, my name is Katisha. I'm a personal branding coach that niches on LinkedIn. And if you haven't already, please go and send me a connection request on LinkedIn and let me know that you've come across my YouTube channel. I would love to hear from you. In this episode, I'm going to do a little bit of storytelling, I guess, and show you my journey over the last 18 months of how I was able to generate this revenue off the back of my lead magnet, because there are going to be a lot of golden nuggets that you can go and steal and use for your own business. So let me take you back to March of 2024. What happened in March 2024 was I put out a poll on LinkedIn, and it simply said, if you would like me to review your LinkedIn profile, please let me know. And what I was doing was filming Loom videos, auditing people's LinkedIn profiles. Now, when I did this, I thought maybe I would have 10, maybe 15 people vote on the poll. I sort of didn't really have expectations on how it was going to go. 200 profile reviews later. And obviously I realized that this was something that people really was interested in. So what I did from there was I went away and I created a lead magnet. Now, for those that don't know what a lead magnet is basically something of value that you can gift to somebody for free. And in exchange, they give you their contact details so you can build out your mailing list to then nurture them and upsell them later down the track if it's the right fit. So what I did was, after reviewing 200 LinkedIn profiles and realizing how valuable people thought it would be to have their profiles looking good, I went away and created a guide. Now, if you actually want access to this guide, just check the link in the description below. It is a really amazing guide. I step you through exactly what you need to put in each section of your LinkedIn profile in order to turn it into a page that sells for you while you sleep. Now, with this guide, I also attached a 30-minute training as well to cater, I guess, for two different learning styles. So whether somebody wanted to get the answers straight away visually from the PDF guide, or they just wanted to take their time and go through and actually watch the 30-minute video and implement the changes they needed to on their profile. So if you want to see the 30-minute video and the PDF guide, just use that link below in the description to get access to it. Once I created this guide, what I then did was I tested it. So I started to send it to people on LinkedIn and get their feedback from them. And I had really amazing feedback. So now I realized that I was onto a winner of a lead magnet. I think this is really important to make sure that you test your lead magnets as well to ensure that you actually created something that is really powerful. And the good thing, I guess, about my lead magnet and why it was really powerful was it was solving a problem for people that they felt emotional about. What I mean by that is, if I was to say to you right now, I'm going to go and have a little cheeky stalk of your LinkedIn profile, how would you feel? 99% of people would feel scared. They'd feel very awkward, and you probably physically cringed because you know that your profile is not looking really great. Perhaps we need to dust the cobwebs off it because it's been so long since you've updated it. So that lead magnet really hit people emotionally because they realized that they had a profile that they weren't actually feeling proud of. So there was an emotional incentive for them to download the guide and take action because it was affecting their reputation by not looking credible on their profile. So that was the reason why it was powerful. The other piece of why this lead magnet was so powerful was because I was giving people a piece of the cake. What I mean by that is, often people feel that their LinkedIn profile is the be-all and end-all to generating clients. Sometimes people think that they just need to update their profile and then all the clients will come, which is not the case. You need to be driving traffic to your profile, and you do that by posting content, commenting on people's posts, or by connecting with new people. So I was giving them a piece of the cake. It was a piece of the cake that they really wanted, but I knew that there was so much more I could help them with in the back end. Once I started sending that lead magnet out to people and they were giving me really good feedback and they were having great wins with it, I then created a landing page. And I created the landing page using a system called Go High Level. There's lots of different places that you can go to create the landing page, but I just personally use Go High Level. So I created a landing page, and then from there, People pop their contact details in, and then they go onto my database, and then they get access to the guide. Now, when I first launched this in September of 2024, what I did was I connected with people on LinkedIn that had downloaded the guide, sent them a message, or I actually just picked up the phone and I called those leads. And in doing so, in that first month alone, I generated $100,000 in sales by upselling people into my coaching program. And this is the powerful thing about lead magnets, is because it allows you to actually give a cold audience something of value first before you connect with them. There is nothing worse than actually reaching out to people cold and pitch slapping. I don't want you to do that. A lead magnet or offering something of value is such a great way to build your trust with people. And I've got lots of different, shall we call them lead magnets or contents of values that I can offer people depending on where they're at in the journey. So when it comes to creating your lead magnet, I want you to think of a few things. So the first step is what is a problem you can help your audience solve now, your target market solve now. So that's the first thing that you want to do. And you might be sitting here being worried or feeling a bit nervous about giving away so much, but that is the best thing you can do, because ultimately what you're doing is you're giving away knowledge, you're not giving away implementation, and implementation is what people pay you for. So my guide has been sent out to thousands of people, right? Lots of people have downloaded this guide. And you would have thought perhaps maybe that they looked at that and gone, oh, I've got all the answers. That's everything I need to know in order to do well on LinkedIn. But because I give so much value, people really respected that and trusted me. So they then reached out about actually working with me and getting coaching from me to help them along that journey. So what's the biggest problem you can solve? Well, not necessarily the biggest problem, but what is a problem you can solve for your target market now? The next thing that I would encourage you to do is to create whatever that may be, and then test it. Now, I really love doing short videos, and also PDF guides can be really good, and you can create that in Canva, but create something that's going to be easy for the person to digest. On this, ironically, a lot of people won't actually look at your lead magnet, but that's not the point. The point is to capture their details to be able to then nurture them. This data was taken from about 5 years ago, so I've got no doubt that it's more, but they say that 80% of sales are made between 8 and 15 touch points. I'm going to take a very educated guess with what I have personally experienced and say that it's probably closer to 10 to 20 now in the year of 2025. So these lead magnets just act as one touch point for people to get to know you, they've heard from you, they may not have necessarily gone through in depth and actioned anything from the guide, but they know that you have sent them something of value, which is super powerful. So I want you to create something, and also don't overthink it as well. Like, I know that I went through obviously a bit of a journey and that happened accidentally, but don't overthink your lead magnet. Just think about that problem, create something small and effective that would be really helpful to them, and then test it. So send that lead magnet to a few people in your network, get some feedback from them, and then once you know that you've got a really good lead magnet, then you want to set up a funnel off the back of that. And so what I mean by that is you want to set something up in, say, a Go High level. You might want to create a landing page. So we're going to create a landing page that connects to your CRM. You've got Pipedrive, you've got Salesforce, like there's so many different CRMs that you can be using, but you want to create a landing page that connects to your CRM. Okay. Once you've done that, then you need to market your lead magnet. And there's lots of different ways you can do that. One way you can do it is through your content. So in the previous YouTube video of mine, you would have seen I was talking about content and call to actions. So one of your call to actions could be directing people to the link to download your free guide. You might be messaging somebody on LinkedIn and you want to provide value. It's quite often that I'll come across people's profiles and they're not done very well. So I'll just ping them a message and say, hey, would it be okay with you? I've actually got a free training on how to set up your LinkedIn profile. I noticed you had a few gaps missing on there. Would it be okay if I sent it through? So you can do it through content. So you've got content, You can do it just straight through your messaging. And then the other place that I encourage you to put this on is actually on your profile. So if you go onto my LinkedIn profile now and go to the featured section of my profile, it sits there. So whenever somebody lands on my profile and they're having a bit of a cheeky stalk, they've got access to that guide. And again, they then funnel into my CRM. Okay, so now we've got a lead magnet that you've tested that you know solves a problem for your ideal client. You've created a nice and easy landing page for them to pop in their contact details to get access to that guide. And now you're starting to market the guide. The next important thing is your follow-up from here. And this is where so many people go wrong, is they completely forget this step, right? Now, follow-up can look like so many different things depending on your business, the industry, the deal size of your deals. Like, so many factors go into this, but you need to work out, okay, what is going to be your upsell from here? So at the time when I first launched this guide, this lead magnet, my upsell was into the Be Known Academy. So the easiest way for me to just get bookings and meetings on my calendar was I just called. So I called those leads and I had conversations with them. I had a good chat to see if I could help them or not. And then if I did think I could help them, I then booked them onto a discovery call and we spoke about the Be Known Academy and we went from there. Now, I am moving away from this model. That was for my private coaching. Now I've got a group coaching container where people can just sign up directly via a link. So you might be calling your leads. It could be you're messaging them on LinkedIn to say, hey Bob, saw you downloaded my LinkedIn profile guide. Hope you found it valuable. Do you use LinkedIn very much? The other is just through emails. I've made tens of thousands of dollars from my nurture sequence post people signing up for my lead magnet. So emails are really, really powerful way as well for you to be generating leads and booking appointments. But that is the flow of how you firstly create a lead magnet and then how you can set up a landing page for it. And then from there, how to market it and then follow up to make sure you're able to actually upsell on the back end of it. If you can nail those 5 steps, you are going to have a very full pipeline. That LinkedIn profile guide has continued to funnel me leads and bring in new clients into my world. So they're very powerful. And I encourage you to have a couple up your sleeve as well. It's a really good idea if you can have one main lead magnet and then have different contents of value that you can add and send to people in your nurturing sequence or as you're trying to warm up leads pre or post having a discovery call with you. So I might have other masterclasses that I've run around content, or it might be a guide on how to feel more confident to show up online. I've got different things that I can send people to just really nurture them. Building out a lead magnet and growing your pipeline by doing this is just one thing that we cover in the Be Known Academy. And recently I have just launched a 90-day Dare to Be Known program where you get access to over 30 hours of training on topics like this, on how you can build out your own lead magnet and generate leads off the back of it, as well as everything to do with content creation, lead generation, and even sales to make sure that you're converting deals that you generate through LinkedIn, as well as access to a weekly group coaching call with me where I can give you specific advice on what you need to add or change with your LinkedIn strategy in order to generate more leads. We move fast in the academy. I have had clients jump onto group coaching calls, taken some advice I've given them, and then booked discovery calls for their business 2 hours after getting off the call. So they are very juicy and potent calls that you want to be a part of. Check out in the description of this YouTube video below a link to join that 90-day program, and I'll see you on the inside. In the meantime, in our next episode, I am going to be showing you how you can be feeling more confident when you show up to in-person events. I know that we are all LinkedIn lovers here and we love to connect with people virtually, but I'm going to safely assume that at some stage you are going to have to connect with humans in real life. And I want you to feel really confident to show up to these events and know how you can be a savvy networker as well to get the most out of the experience. So stay tuned for that episode.